Hello. Yeah, hello, yeah. No, motor. Hello, I'm Vlad Kai from Russian biohacker from Ghent, living in, working in Belgium for many, many years. And this is our BioRatOriUm, famous bus tube, where I give my transmissions. And last time, I guess it was a very long time ago, it was normally it's with injections of different DNAs. And last time I didn't do any injections, I was just ranting and being very sad about what's going on with all those vaccinations. And I explained what kind of vaccine I would like to see, what I would like to take, I would like to use. And this is naturally not an injectable vaccine, this is an biological type of vaccine that goes inside the same way as viruses do. So it's ingestible, something that you can eat, that works, that goes inside, digested there, gets into contact with immune system related to our stomach, all kind of intestines, and this way we have very good natural type of protection against viruses. Most of those coronaviruses are intestinal. And this one is also basically intestinal, and most of people, in many of people, just in some of them, he can get through the barrier, because barrier is very weak, into the blood, and with the blood, livers, heart and lungs, lower parts of the lungs. From air directly there, it's, forget about it, all those liars on the press with diplomas, I don't know why they're doing it. And I promised to make the vaccine, which I want to use. And this one is made. Finally, I made it. It was a really long, very magical story. How did I do it? How do I do it? No, in short, without magic, yeah, we will take away the magic, pure science. The magic is about motivation and financing. The source of financing came in bitcoins from the origin that you never can imagine, from the person I never seen in my life. Well, I got financing in bitcoins and in the place that better not to name. And I use the financing to order the synthetic gene, my own design, that consists essentially chimerical gene, that consists of first half of spike protein, which is normally used for vaccines, and whole nucleocapsid protein, which is normally not used for the vaccines. And somehow people don't. But I make them together into one piece. It's a really huge protein. The gene is like 3,000 base pairs, so it's 1,000 amino acids. And I also remove first 100 amino acids from the spike protein because they contain very bad epitopes. These places where the antibodies to these places, they have negative effect. They make us more tolerant than active here. And also I remove those hundreds as well. So I have this one, and on the end I added also marker. The marker is of expression. The marker is green fluorescent protein from jellyfish, specially optimized for plants, and it's detachable. So during the synthesis, when the first part with my COVID protein comes off from ribosome, the ribosome not stopping but continue to work, but there it's missing one connection, and then the vaccine protein is separate and the indicator protein comes after. And because it's in the same gene, so the more green fluorescence I see, the more expression is there. And if I can see at all any expression. This was pretty difficult because that thing was expressed very low. I was looking for a long time for the positive clones, finally found them, and then I took a long time for them to grow. They were a little retarded. the plants, they are retarded. Somehow they grow slower with that COVID vaccine. And the first generation from cows came, make seeds, and now I'm growing the second generation from those seeds. Also, quite a lot of selection was applied, like more than one of 5 plants was actually nicely positive. And next one. Not yet. I'm working. I'm explaining things. Yeah, complex science behind that vaccine. Yeah, it's another biohackers walking around here. You can see him in the titles of another videos. So yes, I did that construction. I put it into the plants. Transform them, so I get transgenic plants with the COVID transgene in it, an artificial COVID transgene, which is totally not natural, but it's based on the code of the virus. And I got positives, and I got first generation from the cows, and now I'm having second generation. I'm growing second generation from those seeds. So this one is going to be stabilized, and those seeds I can already use as presented as to community as something real, yeah, something stable. Meantime, I also collected a lot of leaves from the second generation. They were positives. I have 20 plants, and dried them out and then crashed them into the fine powder. And this is fine powder. Here you see it. It's a very fine green powder from the dried tobacco leaves with vaccine. Every cell, every particle in that powder contains thousands of cells, plant cells. And every plant cell is filled with COVID antigen, COVID virus, piece of COVID virus. So it's like a microcapsulation. So when I eat it, it's all going through the stomach, into the intestine, then gets digested, and the COVID released outside where it meets with immune system, and a special kind of immune system, not the same as immune system that activated when we injected virus. Oh, that's intestinal barrier. It's more powerful and less specific, so it works for everything against all pathogens, not specifically for this virus. But well, it's activated. And what you need to do, I would like to show you what you need to do to use it. So all you need is the glass of virgin blood. Any church can help you with blood of Mary Virgin, and put there our COVID plant powder. Then take a wooden stick, very important wooden stick, mix it really well, mix it. You can also use it as a kind of spice on your hamburger or steak or in the soup, but this one gives you better. So that here we have our eatable vaccine. Моя Visconti suit. Okay, and for your for your health, vaccine, drinkable, eatable vaccine against COVID. I'm doing it actually every week. It can be a glass, it can be a hamburger, anything else. Everything virgin blood here now. Here, it's kind of enormous amount of plant biomass there, because plant biomass 98% is water. So when it's dried and crushed into the powder, they were highly concentrated the vaccine. Of course, you cannot inject it anywhere; it's impossible. It needs to be purified. But my idea was no need for injection. It's naturally micro-encapsulated, perfectly nanoparticles. And also, tobacco has allergic properties, so it stimulates immune response. So if you get diarrhea after it, it's okay. That means it's working. Okay, yeah. What else? Any questions? It's a very good after it. It's really good to get it like this, with a nice trapeze for from Belgium. Perfect combination with vaccine. I'm going to bring it, actually you can see it on my Patreon, the project with a lot of explanations, details, pictures, BioRatOriUm is my Patreon. And I'm going to bring it to NFT, non-fungible token, world as an art science project, with a very unusual twist, because the actual object is a digital code of DNA that I created. It's a gene, but I also can promise to the first hand buyers to give the seeds of the tobacco, the realization of the digital concept. Oh? And of course, everyone who has the seeds, he can grow new tobacco, get a new seeds, no problem. It's your things. And seeds is possible to share, to grow genetically modified plants, it's a big problem. And it depends on the country. In some countries, it's forbidden, it can be crime. In some countries it's less crime, in some countries it's no crime at all. They have more problems to take care. But, well, you need to pay attention on your country regulations, or to somehow to do it in closed environment and no one see it. And then you can grow your own vaccine, dry it, crush it, make a powder and keep it in case. I would like to say that from one time using it, the immune system is not going to react very well. So it needs to be continuous use. So every week, at least once a week, you just add it as a spice to your food. Any food is okay, no problem. But you need to do it on regular basis, spikes. And then that immune system will learn it and recognize it. And then when the real virus will come there, it will be in the perfect shape to fight with that virus, because it already knows it in a different way, but same virus. Okay. I guess I saw everything. Well, and I was open for suggestions. You can always ask me what kind of injection should I do next. We'll have like 7 or 6, 8 videos about. The last one was tuna, golden tuna. It was very funny. Yeah, I loved it. In fact, I would like to make injection now, something, but well, do I have something? Not really. I need something special. Yeah. I have a really great idea. Maybe fungus. No, golden teachers, for example. Very interesting fungus. It grows very beautifully on the face. I have no idea how my body will react on DNA from the fungus, especially this one, special fungus. Okay, see you next time. And oi, what's that? And try to contact me on Facebook if you're interested. Bye bye.